So recently we've just had a report in that Apple cranking up the M3 orders for the brand new M3 MacBook Air that is coming out later on this year in 2023. Today I want to cover what the new MacBook Air M3 will do for us, with giving you everything on the specs and the latest on the MacBook Air 2023 release date and price. But let's get started where we are with the MacBook Air. Well, it's coming up to a year since we had an update to the MacBook Air. We had big changes on the last generation. We had a new design with new colours, MagSafe free, and also the new M2 chipset got put inside, which gave us around about 20 to 30% more power over the M1 chipset. The MacBook Air is also the only MacBook to have no fan inside it to give you a complete silent experience. But this year in 2023, big changes are expected even further than what we got on the M2 MacBook Air. So let's get started with the heart of the new MacBook Air, and this is the new M3 chipset inside it. We've had reports recently like from M3 telling us that the M3 chipset is coming at the fall of 2023, and the MacBook Air will be one of the debut devices to have this chipset inside. We've also had other reports telling us that Apple also have booked up most of the slots from TSMC, who make Apple's chipsets, with the M3 having a 3nm die. The 3nm die is very important as it means that the M3 transistors can be made even smaller, and on top of this would mean efficiency in speed and also power consumption before even Apple decide to add more cores or crank up the speed on those cores. With the M2 chipset being about 20 to 30% faster than the M1, the M3 could be around about 70% faster than what we got with the M1 with these improvements, and it would be a worthy upgrade for anyone who's got an M1 MacBook Air or say the M1 MacBook Pro. This also leads me on nicely to say that not all reports and leaks are 100% proof that they could come true with the next generation of the MacBook Air. I can only present to you what I've been told and shown. However, if you are still watching this video, then you're as curious as I am in knowing what is being said about the next MacBook Air anyway. So, release date. By fall or autumn of 2023, the MacBook Air M2 will be coming near to 18 months old. When the M2 MacBook Air came out, the M1 MacBook Air had been out for about 18 months. It seems likely that Apple are going to be doing the same again and starting the M3 journey at the end of 2023. As I've said before, M3 believes that Apple want to release the M3 chipset in new devices before the end of the year. It makes sense for Apple to do an event in around October or November time of 2023 to release chipsets in the MacBook Air, the smaller MacBook Pro, and even the iMac. The event is most likely going to happen anywhere between mid-October to early November, as Apple want to have their iPhone event first in September time and have all their iPhones and other products out before another event. However, as we get closer to the end of summer, a more clearer picture of when the M3 chipset will be coming out with the MacBook Air 2. So then guys, just quickly, I just want to talk to you about one of my favourite sponsors out there, Casetify. As you know already, Casetify makes some fantastic phone cases, but they also make great cases for your iPad and also great cases for your MacBooks too. These new cases provide 360 protection to your valuable device's screen and overall health through these protective cases that Casetify are now offering. They have enhanced protective corner design, what is brilliant, and then at the same time as well, they have precision cutouts inside their cases too, so your device is fitted absolutely perfectly. With that enhanced protective corner design, you have the confidence that if you were to drop your device like I've just done here with the iPad, and also if you did the same with say your MacBook Pro, then you'll know that your device is going to be absolutely fine. And the main reason is because of this cushion design that you can see inside the case, what also has EcoShock protection material. All the correct ventilation cutouts are on the back like we have here on the MacBook Pro, and then say for the iPad, for example, we have like the speakers here and also the USB-C port too to charge up your device, and you've also got this on the MacBook Pros too that you can charge up or use any of the ports that you wish, and the case does not get in the way at all. For the MacBook Pro, you can also get a security screen, what is also known as a privacy screen, and not only this, it also filters out blue light wave to prevent digital eye strain from looking at screens for long hours. And it's magnetic to your screen, what is really, really cool. And this stops other people from looking at your screen from different angles, for example. Then on top of this too, there's also screen protectors for the iPads as well. The iPad cases are also compatible to have an Apple Pencil, and they will charge your Apple Pencil if you have one of them. And also you can change the angle of your stand for your iPad. And just in case you wanted to know, the actual case is also 1x military standard 810G. So that means if you were to accidentally drop your iPad in one of these cases, they can be dropped from about 4 foot high. Also, like Casetify love to do, they love to also make their cases out of plant-based materials and also out of recycled Casetify cases as well inside these. So if you want to get some cool designs just like this one here, make sure to check out Casetify's website, as they have loads of different designs for the iPads and also the MacBook Pros too. Then on top of this as well, right now Casetify are offering 15% off their cases, so if you do want to use that, use the link that I have down in the description below. And with that guys, it's back to the video. But let's move on and do a summary of what the 2023 MacBook Air is going to give us and its price as well. So the MacBook Air M3 will have the normal 13.6 LED Retina display, and this will come in at a resolution of 2560 by 1600. Again, we'll have the offerings of storage of 256 gigabytes all the way up to 2 terabyte option if you wanted to pick that. The brand new M3 chipset is most likely going to be coming this time round with that 10-core CPU and also a 12-core GPU. But most importantly is going to be that 3 nanometer die that's going to make everything more efficient and a bit more powerful too. We will probably still have the option between 8GB and up to 24GB of RAM, and then the actual body itself will be very similar in design. It'll be an aluminum body or an aluminium body, and then obviously we'll get MagSafe 3, the 2 USB-C Thunderbolt ports as well. Nothing really is going to change here, and the same with colours too. We're going to get Midnight, Space Grey, Silver and that Starlight. The centre stage camera is still going to be housed inside that notch, and it'll be a 1080p camera, and battery life will be up to 19 hours this time round, mainly because of the efficiency in that M3 chipset. And the prices, they're likely to stay around about the same. So with an 8GB of RAM, 256 storage, that will cost you about $1,199 but that will probably be a binned version of the M3 chipset. Then 512GB is $1,399, 1TB $1,999, and then 2TB be $1,999. So that is a summary of the new MacBook Air M3. But my wishes for the MacBook Air, I want to talk about those now, and that is to do with thermals. So as much as Apple have made the MacBook Air to have no fan inside of it, and we had this with the M1 and the M2, something tells me that with the M3 the chipset is going to get even hotter than those two previous chipsets. So for this, I would actually like to see a return of the fan back inside the MacBook Air, and for it to only kick in when it really needs to. So say when you're exporting a 30-minute 4K video, then 3 or 4 minutes into that export the fan would kick in just to help with any kind of throttling issues. However, those are my thoughts, and do you agree with them? Do you think that the MacBook Air should remain fanless? Also share with me what your thoughts are for the M3 MacBook Air 2. Well guys, it's also time to wrap up this video, so if you have enjoyed watching it, please make sure that you press the like button. At the same time, if you want to hear the latest Apple news, reviews and comparisons, please make sure you hit the subscribe button, followed by the notification bell. Until next time guys, I will see you soon. Bye bye.